Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be all about your person's secret feelings. We're going to figure out what's on their mind about you, what are the things that they don't tell you about. We have 4 piles for today's reading from the left to right. The first pile is Cherry Blossom, Flower Agate, and the Elemental Oracle deck. The second pile is Rose Quartz and the Queer Tarot. The third pile is Pink Opal and Tarot de Lo. The last pile is Love Messages Oracle deck and Rainbow Moonstone bracelet. Pause if you need a little longer, pick the one which calls your name the most. Now I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1, if you chose the Cherry Blossom Flower Agate and the Elemental Oracle deck, this is going to be your reading about what are your person's secret feelings for you. What are things that this person is going through behind the scenes that they're not telling you. I think this person is pretty self-conscious. It's a possibility that this person comes across to be quite confident, but there's something about this person that's quite self-conscious. And they sense some sort of loss in their life right now. Ice, purity, darkness, and moon. Yes, with the rock. So this person may be going through something difficult, or this connection may be really challenging them, is what I'm hearing. So that makes me feel like this person may not be the happiest, person right now. This person may be struggling with a couple of things in their own life. We have 33, so this is a self-mastery number along with 7, which is a very divinely guided number. And then we have 22 underneath. So this person, it's challenging for this person. They consider this connection to be challenging or triggering or difficult for them because it pushes them beyond their comfort zone. It pushes them beyond their, so to speak, limits. Basically things that they keep telling themselves that I can only do this much, or I can't move forward, or I can't push through this. It's almost like, with the endurance card underneath that. I don't know what it is in life. Often we are met with certain situations that challenge us, right? That make us feel like that just make us feel like it's a new level, and we almost find ourselves doubting ourselves, like we can't do this, I don't think I can do this, I don't think I can push through this. So with the horse over here, the horse is really running, and then there's a woman that's frozen underneath. um I think this is pulling out some dormant energies in this person. It could be of that yin and yang. It almost means like this person may be feeling like, yes, they can do it. But then there's also a part of like, I pick up on strong Martian energy. So it's like maybe this person may be feeling a lot of anger as well. I don't know how to describe this, but it's like somewhat similar tones of a specific characteristics, like a characteristic. It's almost like we have force, we have defensiveness, Martian traits, but then we also have anger, we have aggression with it, right? So that's what I'm picking up over here, that this person may be experiencing a lot of tug of war in their own life, which may be something that is coming out as I feel like it's coming out as friction between the both of you. Because of course, if somebody is struggling with themselves, fighting with themselves so much, I think it only makes sense that that would bleed in your relationship with this person. That's what I feel over here. I'm gonna take this card in the reverse. We have obstacle in reverse. So this is pretty interesting. I think this person may think, okay, this is a very irrelevant message. I don't think any messages are irrelevant, but it's not very related with this. I don't know. I feel like this person thinks that you're a pretty cool person. That's exactly what I heard. They just think you're pretty cool. Oh, these cards just fell out. So we have upright reverse spirit. Reversed only, emperor, upright reverse, upright, three of pentacles and the emperor. So this person may be feeling quite proud right now. It's not the healthiest kind. I don't know why this person is masking. It's like a little bit of I I wonder if you understand, this person has a little bit of like, I don't know, it's like unrealistic pride and attitude for something. I don't, it's like being boastful. Yes, thank you, spirit. It's literally being boastful about something. I don't know why this person has such an ego. For what? That's what I'm questioning over here. For what? Why do they have it? So a lot of times we have a boastful ego because it's like empty barrel beats louder, or it's just like this person is not very spiritually rooted, right? So they're quite maybe materialistic in some sense. And with the three of pentacles we have three and then we have four, but the emperor keeps giving me this energy that this person is not showing you that this situation or this specific phase in their life is really challenging them. It's something that I don't think that is necessarily visible. I think this person puts their honors and badges and their awards and their best moments, of course, on the social media, and people are so good at pretending, right, that things are okay. So that's what I'm picking up over here. It's like you may not see how this person is actually struggling with what's really going on in their life. And I think that it's not just you maybe that's triggering this person, but something about this connection, I think probably. Oh, I said it's not just you and then the connection. So I think that maybe this person tries to tell themselves something like you're not that important, or there's something of that sort. I think this person may be someone that is running away from their feelings. Because with three of pentacles, this person does feel like they want to work with someone. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, I'm sorry if that's like rude, but I'm hearing that they do desire to be in a relationship, but they're just not getting past what it is right now. I'm going to take this upright. The death, because this person is going through a transformational phase. This is Scorpio energy. Well, it is quite a lot, okay? Keeping this person's arrogance aside, I pick up on so much arrogance. I think that it's almost like right now when they're going through quite a lot. See, we have two white horses over here. I am going to Google the meaning of white horse. in spiritual sense and put it down there. So I think that there's almost this understanding that this person is going through a lot, and because they're becoming even more defensive towards you. And I think these are like the key secret feelings. I think the key ingredients to the situation and the recipe at hand is like what we're getting right now is simply because of this. Spirit is telling me that there's nothing too much to read into. It's like you probably try to figure out too much, but I think what it is over here is this person actually going through something difficult, and it's maybe they're also struggling with finances is what I'm picking up with the Three of Pentacles. The death is almost like I'm going through an ego sublimation. A part of me is dying, and I feel like I want to hold on to my ego more tightly than ever. That's what I feel over here, right? So I'm gonna take this card upright. Union. So considering this energy was blocked, we because we had the obstacle card in the reverse, this probably tells me that this person is opening up something inside. Okay, with the obstacle in reverse really tells me, because I picked up on the energy of purity and ice as well, and endurance. The universe pushing this person to come in realization with the part of themselves, to come in what's the word, actualization. It's almost like you really really face it, whatever it is. And I think union, um maybe it's a part of them that wants to experience life more than just the intimacy of physical body. I think that this is maybe provoking this person. Maybe they've not had a relationship where they have experienced unconditional love, or um, true love, or it could be that intimacy without judgment is one of the stronger words that I hear. We have 44 again over here, we had 33, and I showed you 22. So this is quite interesting because we have mirroring numbers. It could be that you're also going through something pretty similar. You're finding yourself craving, wanting to be closer to someone, but in terms of maybe mind, you want to share your thoughts with someone. In terms of maybe your deeper, darker secrets, you want to spiritually open up to another person. You want to um there's a lot about being naked without taking your clothes off. That's what I'm picking up over here. So I think this is a newer thing for this person. I don't think this person has always enjoyed that. They may have run away from it a couple of times. But I think that this person may be hiding the fact that they are finding themselves craving something deeper in life. They're craving meaning in their life. So I'm going to take this card upright. We have Messiah. So this is serving humanity with humility, and shadow is exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which can cause succeed. So I think for a really long time, this person may have thought that the only person that they can, like the only person they can rely upon, and the only person that they can love is themselves. It's a very one man army kind of a reference that I'm getting. Like they have to fight against the world. And it's possible that this person may find themselves appreciating your kindness, appreciating your compassionate soul, appreciating moments in which you may have been really nice and soft with them. This person has not experienced that. Um, and I think that your kindness is simply enough to melt this person. And it's not just that there are, kind souls are rare, but there are people that you will meet with good heart and kind souls. But it's not that always they do something or they leave an impression. Like kindness does leave an impression, but it always doesn't invoke a romantic reaction within you. That's what I'm picking up. I think it's just a difficult way to say that they feel a connection with you. It's like you don't always, you can meet good people, but you don't always feel a connection with a good person, right? So that's what I'm picking up over here, that this person may know other people, or they may have come across kind souls before, but they never were hooked onto one as such. So this reading started off pretty slow and quite honestly slow. It was pretty slow channeling, but I think now I'm getting the hang of what your person is really feeling. I really don't think that there's any signs. I don't know why do I feel the need to say that, but I think maybe you read too much into this, or you watch too many tarot readings. So we have Eight of Cups and Five of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. So I think with the death being clarified by the Eight of Cups, and then I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, this person may have had a strong realization with the Devil that they have toxic traits, of course, but I think that the main message that I get is that this person is realizing that they don't tell you that they have a strong connection with you, something that they can't shake off. Even if you guys don't talk a lot, even if there's something about that, the fact that they can't shake it off. You know, I'm hearing this song, Shake It Off. So I think that this person can't really get over it. I think that there's somewhere this person may think of you, this person. I feel like when this person goes out publicly, their eyes search for you. It's just something they find themselves yearning for you. I just think that it's not even like this person wants to get something out of you. I think that this person may have a lot of arrogance. It's like a poker face, because this person has a very fragile heart. So I think that's how they behave. But I really feel that this person may be someone that yearns for you. They look for you. Their eyes really search for you whenever they're out and about. I think that maybe if you have a mutual group, or they know certain places, or there's something like that, they just, it's not too much thinking. Again, there's so much feelings over here. There's so much feeling, whatever is happening. You guys may be feeling really emotional, because at this phase in your life, it's almost like it's not too bad, but it's just very emotional for the both of you. I think that it's very overwhelming. You find yourself being very sensitive and vulnerable. It's because I think that you're going through a heart awakening, and so is this person. Because I saw all the mirroring numbers, I can only assume that this is also happening with you. I think this person does intend to come towards you, but it's a very slow moving process, because I don't think that they've made their mind up. I really don't think this person is a 100% sure. I think that there's a very it's laid back is not the right word. They're probably procrastinating on it, because they don't, procrastination is really um it really happens when somebody doubts themselves. They don't want to experience failure, and a lot of times procrastination comes from a very, very subconscious pattern. Like you're delaying it because deep down something you don't even realize is telling you that you may not succeed in it. So that's why I think that this affects this person's approach towards you. This person pushes it, keeps stalling it in the future. I think that's what it is. This person is not very, very forthcoming because of of the same reason. I want to see what it is with the Five of Wands. I think it can be said a natural tug of war taking place in this person's heart and mind, but I think there's more to the story. They may have a physical situation that takes away from a lot of their energy from you, and it really impacts them. I think this person, if they are someone that gets a lot of attention, or they just generally have somebody else in their life, if you are not talking to this person, I think this person tends to get themselves in bad company. And then they wonder, why do people hurt them? Because this person refuses somewhere, I think, to do or make the right choice in the moment. It's like they make very egoic measures and then they tell themselves like, I'm not like them, and then they get hurt by people. I don't know why this person does that to themselves. um Sometimes people are good people, but then they only pick situations they think they deserve, right? So I think this person does that repetitively, and maybe there's a reason why you're not meeting this person, because they are self-destructive right now. So we have the world, we have the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Swords over here. I think a good question over here is this person really who you want? Like, all of them, somewhat without changing them. Because I think that you have a connection with this person where we all are energetic, and this person is also psychic to an extent. They may not have completely tapped into it, but their instinct somewhere tells them that you're not that interested in them, or you're not 100% willing to bet on them. You have indecision within you about this person, because somewhere your heart or your body, somewhere it's telling you that this may not be the right one or the one, even though I feel a connection, but some things don't fit and align in what I desire, the kind of stability I desire, the kind of person that I know would make me feel secure. There's something in this person that you feel is not right for you. And whether you're a man or a woman, I just think that human intuition or that instinct is very strong when it starts telling us that something is not right over here. And I think that this person's instinct tells them that they're not ready for a relationship. I think that their instinct is very strong to say that, because this person knows that they have a habit of leaving things worse than they were. It's almost like just a way to say that, if this person does find you, this person may really confuse the heck out of you. I'm going to take this card in the reverse. Second chakra in reverse. So they have some blocked energies. This is shame, guilt for the way I treat myself. Solar plexus is also about, I think on a little bit of surface level, I think that this person finds you very attractive. It's surface level in the sense like we were talking about really deep things. So I think that on your physical appearance, based on your physical appearance, I think this person is sacral chakra is not just about sexually oriented pleasures. This is also about sight. This is also about smell. So you could be someone that they really enjoy looking at. You just could be a very beautiful person, especially to them. It's like some people tend to overlook. I think it's just because they have a connection with you, they feel that love for you. It makes you 100 times more beautiful for them. You know that feeling? It's like your friend may not find your person that attractive or good for you, but you do, because you feel a connection, because you have a heart on for this person right now. So I think that the connection makes you more special for this person. And I think that this person may be, through the lens of you and this connection, through the challenges of this, may be recognizing. It's almost like you are serving as, if I had to put it as a tarot card, like the Hierophant card over here, you are serving as a role model for what they should look for in people that they're giving a chance to. I am really not sure what kind of relationship or designation this person has in your life, whether this is a newer person, a past person, someone you don't talk to, someone you're in separation with. Just take whatever message resonates for you. But I pick up over here that maybe it's possible that this person is seeing you as a role model or a benchmark of what they should allow in their life. It's like, I don't think this person has completely embodied those standards for themselves, but they're learning. That is good enough, I think. I'm going to take this card in the reverse. We have Freya. This is phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So I'm gonna tell you one thing about this person. This person knows exactly what they're doing when they are getting in certain situations that they know are gonna hurt them. This person doesn't probably think that they deserve better, and this is the same old story that we keep hearing. But I think it's important to understand that people at this time and age have access to so much information in terms of modifying and upgrading their life and their nervous system. There's so much of professional therapies that are available, and I understand that some people may not be able to afford it, but there are people out there, there are tools out there, there's meditational practices. Today's world, there is nothing that is less of, or even free information on the internet for you to just study if you really want to improve yourself. There's something that a human does is just by hook or crook, people make things happen. And there's something that I believe in is that God gives us, or the universe gives us, what we need at that given time and moment. So it's not that this person doesn't have the brains or the beauty. I'm hearing it's like this person has the brain to improve themselves. I think you really, really need to accept when somebody is not doing that, it's because they don't want to do it, and you can't control that. And if I just say that because when you do that, your life becomes easier because you're not hanging by a thread, whether somebody else is making changes in their own life. It's a process. It's easier said than done. But once you start learning and you start losing that control, um, you will become more free in life. This is not just something that will apply to a romantic relationship or your partners in future. This will just apply everywhere. This will apply to yourself as well. So, I'm being recommended a book. I have not read it. I really do want to mention that. I've seen the cover of it a couple of times. Maybe it's like maybe it's like a signal for me to purchase it. But it's called A Perfectionist Guide to Lose Control. So you may want to check that out. And if you don't want to buy the book, you can just search for online PDF, right? Sometimes I do that just to have a glance at the book. So I think that all in all, this is, I think, majorly what Spirit wanted to tell you. Um, I think you should not think about life so much in black and white. Should I let go? Should I stay? Should I let go? I think when you're not able to do that, just stop pouring energy into thinking you can let go, so to speak, because some things are beyond our control, and that's why we need to release control. We need to know that when we will be done with that person on a spiritual level, we will move on. We will lose feelings for them, the ones that we're probably trying to get rid of. So I think it means, I think Spirit is saying like they're dropping some real truth bombs in your reading. It's almost like, pain leaves when it is done teaching you. So if something is hurting you, maybe you want to sit and question it. There's this method that I personally use is, I mean, we all do talk to ourselves, but sometimes um, I just pretend to be a friend of mine or something like that, and I just start venting out to myself. But instead of thinking that I'm venting out to myself, I feel like I'm talking to a universal force, because I feel like when I put that energy out there, something is alchemizing it for me. Basically, it's just a way in which it helps me process my feelings, because there was a time where I really needed somebody else to listen to me, to guide me to process my feelings and understand how I'm feeling. um but I think now I'm learning how to do that by myself, because it is pretty difficult to process your feelings without somebody walking you through it or listening to you. So I think that this may help you if you find yourself constantly wanting to talk about this person, and perhaps even dump because there's a lot going on in your life. Because I don't always enjoy journaling, if I'm going to be honest. Like sometimes I do, but it's only when I have a lot of energy in me. But sometimes I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I don't want to vent out. I just want to talk, and I think It's the same feeling somewhat when you went out to a friend of yours or a confidant of yours. So I'm going to conclude this reading, pile number one, by using my self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. You have taught me so much about love and life. I am receiving repetitive signs from the universe about you. I am being reminded of you. I'm trying to make decisions in my life that help me commit better to you. I daydream about how our children would look like. I was blinded by my own pain. I see you for who you are. Okay, so pile number one, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the Rose Quartz and the Queer Tarot, this is going to be a reading about what are your person's secret thoughts about you. What are they not telling you? I do have a few pre-shuffled cards. I'm going to take this in the reverse. We have Lord Shiva, Transcendence, Rise Up, Honor Your Inner Force, Steps Are Being Given, Dance with the Universe. So this talks about, in the reverse, it talks about, so Lord Shiva is the destroyer of the universe amongst three Murti. So this talks about him being the destroyer of, in a sense, he resembles qualities of Archangel Michael, if that makes it easier for you to understand. So that means that this person is someone that is resisting or is expecting, because I don't pick up, because the cards depend on what the intuitive resonance speaks, because the cards depend upon the way that the reader is perceiving energy. And I think that in terms of this being in reversal, it doesn't tell me that this person is not 100% resisting, but it's like delaying. They know that there is something that is over in their life. It may be a phase, it may be a quality of substantial quality of relationships. It may be, I think in terms of romance, I feel a very strong energy that this may be that this person knows that there's a part of them that demands more in relationships. They may have been okay with a certain level of intimacy, but now they're requiring deeper intimacy and commitment, because that is what they are realizing will make them happy. This could be an age factor, is what I'm also picking up. Because they want a deeper commitment now. That's what their own human revolution is asking for. That's where they're finding themselves desiring for more. It's as simple as ABCD. It's like it's evolution. It's like this person recognizes I want more and I have to get it for myself. But the resistance may be in the sense that this person may be scared. It's not that, you know, it's that simple quote that stepping into an unknown territory or discomfort or unfamiliarity in the sense where means that it's new to you. That's what I'm almost picking up. I kind of butchered the whole quote. The discomfort doesn't mean that you can't do it. It's just unfamiliar. You're not used to it. Well, I think I'm gonna stop explaining it. But this is exactly what I am picking up over here. We have exorcist, light attributes, freeing yourself and others of destructive. Ooh, there's, you know, such synchronicities. And it says fear of facing your own demons. So this really tells me, thank you, Spirit, that they're confirming what I've been sensing over here overall. It means that this person recognizes something is over in their life, a part or the phase or a way of living. I generally feel like this is very highly indicative of the fact that this person may have been someone that was casually committing. It doesn't have to always talk about non-committal people. It could be just people that are a little bit scared to take it to the next level. So this could be that whatever is this person's shallow residence is what I'm hearing. It could be that they need to take it to a deeper level of commitment with themselves. They need to offer that because now they're not fulfilled with what they have been surviving upon. Okay, so it's almost like they're being given guidance and they know it, but they're kind of like stalling it. I think that is what it is. It's like they are, and I think that stalling may be just a phase of preparation because this person is molding themselves into that. But there's also a little bit of like they're kind of like okay with the mediocrity of their own life. Does that make sense? Two of Pentacles. I'm hearing the song. No one, no one, no one can get in the way of what I feel for you. I think that's Alicia Keys. So we have Two of Pentacles in the reverse. That's where that song came in my mind. And I'm hearing that lyric, people can say what they want to say. We don't care, da 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 da. Get in the way of what I feel for you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So where this talks about Two of Pentacles in the reverse with the Tower, Scorpio energy, and Ten of Swords, this really talks about some, you know, again, Tower is destruction. Like this reading is again as easy as ABCD for any channeler. It would be just that, you know, the Four of Wands over here, and then we have the Nine of Cups. This person recognizes that their heart is desiring more. They've reached a level of saturation point, you know, a break-even point where you're like, okay, well, now anything that I'm doing is not really bringing me pleasure. I don't think this person is you know, now this is a general reading, take what resonates, but I don't think this person is hyperly you know, polyamorous, or they like to keep too many multiple options around, or this person has, you know, dipped their toes in every pond or something like that. And it's like, I don't think this person is very polyamorous or anything of that sort. I just think this person may be someone that has kept it pretty mediocre, or they have focused on other things in their life quite a lot, and now I think that the fixation is upon you. I think that maybe there's some sort of spark, there's some sort of like, it's not just a simple attraction. I think there's a base level foundation, a foundational attraction, or like a spiritual connection that is ignited, that pulls this person towards you. There's something that's brewing up here. Yes, thank you, Spirit. That's the right word. There's something that's brewing up here between the both of you that lets me know that this person is gaining attraction for you. This person is feeling a draw towards you. And that's why whatever mediocre foundations or relationships they were keeping around, they were just talking to other people and just things like that. I don't feel like this person is sexually unhygienic for some reason. I just feel like they have been quite mellow or just a little bit emotionally checked out Yes, I think they've been emotionally checked out. So they keep it a little bit to the bay, like, okay. So I think now this person is beginning to think that I think I need to take that risk. And they're kind of stalling it because they're a little bit scared of it, right? So maybe if you're not hearing much and you're not making moves either, there's a little bit of stagnancy over here, so to speak, just because of the fact that it's not interest, it's like taking that leap of faith into the next level of life because it feels unfamiliar. You're not comfortable with this feeling because you've created a safety blanket around yourself of being a little bit checked out, focusing on other things. Because the tower can talk about the universe making it happen, but there's something the human biology within them demands. So, um, I think in comparison, it's a little bit better than the universe pushing you to do something than you recognizing is. I think it's a little bit more um it's a little bit more easier in the sense because you are yourself realizing there's a clock or there's a time for something, and this person seems calm and wise enough to realize it's time to move on to the next chapter or phase of their life. So that's what I see is happening with this person. It's almost like, in a sense, they're feeling something with you, because the tower generally denotes some sort of shake-up by the universe, whereas I feel, see, the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Wands, this talks about a spiritual connection at hand. This talks about emotions. I don't see very, very deep feelings over here. If that's not your situation, leave that message. But I think that there's majorly, I don't see lustful attraction. I see some sort of primal attraction. It's almost like when you're attracted to someone, there's some sort of resonance that you feel at a deeper level. There's somewhere you feel like maybe your primal instinct is activated. You feel like you can reproduce with that person, or there's something on a soul level that makes you feel like you're connecting with this person. So I feel like there's maybe both of them. There's something that maybe represents is something that I feel like maybe the both of you have certain characteristics that your own parents have, and that's why you're attracted to this person, or they're from your soul tribe. That could also be a thing. This could be a soulmate kind of an energy that I am picking up, but there's definitely something that's a little bit supernatural over here. And that's why I feel like this person may be stalling it, not completely resisting it, because the resistance is almost like, no, 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 I don't want to deal with this, fuck all shit, But this gives me like, I want to, but I'm a little bit scared, the water seems a little bit cold, and I'm used to the warm water. It's like predictable situations. So this is like out of their comfort zone, right? So we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, which talks about this person maybe uses ambition, to use it as an escape for intimacy. Eight of Swords, yes. They try to tell themselves, because there's a deeper wound at play, perhaps. It's about unworthiness that plays over here. A slight hiccup. This is not a big thing, okay? I feel like this is not a very deep-seated, I mean, it is pretty deep-seated. Wound of worthiness is deep-seated, but it's not something that is like a huge, it's a slight, it's like a pickle, okay? It's not a huge roadblock. It's something that if this person puts their mind to it, they can definitely make it happen. Because they're wise enough, is what I feel. This person is smart to know what to do, is what I'm picking up over here. Four of Wands. I feel like taking this in the reverse. This is the Devil Capricorn energy. Okay, I just feel the need to shuffle it because, I changed the cards position after I opened it, and I don't want to be told that this is rigged. So we'll do another card, right? We have the Nine of Pentacles. So generally it does talk about, but I am going to take the Devil in reverse as a notice. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about longevity, Three of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Swords, but it looks like such a shiny, thing. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles yet again. So moving from, I feel like the transition is happening from being a little bit of, you know, for say, a little bit of a lover boy to maybe a mature man, a provider, if you will, to make it easier for you to understand. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up. It's like, okay, we've had affairs, we've had flings, we've had fun. We've kind of like experienced what's out there. We've seen almost a good ton of it, good lot of it, and now I feel like this person, I think that they find you very, very pretty, beautiful, whether you're a man or a woman. It's I think that it's definitely, beauty is subjective, but to them you are very beautiful. And there's, you know, I think that the connection makes you even more special to them. I think that that is a very mutual feeling. I think that you also feel that about this person. I'm going to take this in reverse. Resistance in reverse. Okay, this makes me really happy, you know, because progressive energies are slightly a little bit difficult to be found in romantic readings. I'm just going to be very, very honest about the whole lot of readings that I have read. So it's like it's pretty motivating, right? It's pretty inspiring to see such readings where it tells me that this person is wise enough. You know, I think that in terms of whatever this is, if I had to talk to you about this connection as a friend, I would generally tell you that this will come in hand at ease. This is not somebody that you have to sit and parent, basically, and mold them into the way that you want to be loved. But however, with destiny's hand at play, I think that you need to let the situation unfold, because if this person is for you for however long it is, for whatever duration of time it is, they will come to you. There's nothing you can anyway do to control another person, right? So I'm gonna take this card upright. We have intuition. Okay, this is 27 reduces to 9. You have a couple of 9s over here. We also have 10s. This is like a progression. 8 as well. This is a progression. We're moving forward in life. So the energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle languages of the realms beyond three-dimensional reality. I felt like maybe there's a little bit of strong, okay, mixed messages. I think there's a little bit of telepathy, because we're all communicating at energetic levels, whether we realize it or not. All of us are psychics at the end of the day, at our core being. But I think that you guys have something that is helping you each other exchange heaps of energies a little bit easier, because telepathy exists when you're vulnerable enough to let yourself say how it is, kind of like an energetic exchange, right? And I'm trying my best to explain that feeling, but it's almost like when you have a genuine pure connection with someone, you can exchange those things. You feel comfort, you feel like you can be yourself. There's something that's kind of like automatic, you know, you don't have to try so hard to build a connection. The connection is just there. But making it last, that requires effort, right? Not to take away from that. So I think that there is the connection over here. There's something that is effortless over here. There's something that has been given to the both of you, a sort of like a granted wish, perhaps. I'm not sure, but maybe this person matches. That's what I was picking up. You know, there's some sort of checklist that the both of you have had that matches it, and perhaps it is, who knows what it is, you know, maybe that checklist matches out because you guys are soulmates. Maybe there's something like that. Maybe there's something like quite romantic over here that I pick up as unexplored is also what I feel. Stars, something like destiny's play at hand. We have the moon, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles. I think that this person is going to come forward towards you. I think this person is going to fight against the odds, and I don't think it's a lot about the odds, or I think just about the inner friction, things that are, you know, within them, the choices. It's like, I think this person will pick up the ball. I think maybe they sense that it's a little bit in their court. I think they're gonna make it to the extra mile. I think they're gonna take that initiative, especially if this is a man, because I feel like I get a little bit of a receptive energy from you. I don't think that you're very eager. You're kind of like sitting pretty. That's what I feel, especially energetically. You're kind of like, okay, you know, if this person comes to me, I am welcoming you. I think that is the key to this. Just experiencing. I think don't um it's not to say don't get your hopes up too high in a negative form. It's just like let things play. It may surprise you. It may surprise you with something you have not expected. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to say. It's like just let it happen the way it wants to happen. You know, it may surprise you, the universe may surprise you, this person may surprise you, life may gift you, bring something better than you've experienced before, onwards and upwards, right? So I'm going to take this card upright as well. We have the fourth chakra. So this is the telepathy card. The energy of heart chakra supports our inner guidance systems, which is governed by our heart and the capacity to love deeply. So this is number 4. 4 is also the Emperor energy. 4 also talks about stability. 4 also talks about protection. In that sense, I do think that this person is not going to make a move without calculating things out with you. Because I think that the question over here with the 4th chakra and the resistance in reverse and Lord Shiva talks about, well, do I feel loved? Because the question is right now, this person is asking somewhat of those deeper questions. This person's energy is like they are someone that does go with the flow of life, which is a very good way to be. It's like this person is pretty flexible in that sense, and I think all of us reach a point of fixation where we're like, okay, well, you know what, I think I gotta let this go, you know. So I think this person is pretty wise. That's what I've said, like probably for the 4th time yet again. I think that, you know, this person wants to move towards making healthier choices. Oh, I felt like somebody nudged me. I think this person wants to make a movement towards healthier choices for what really resonates with them. And I'm hearing emotion, emotion, e-hyphen motion. It means that emotions are amplified over here, and I necessarily feel that it is good energy. It's probably confirmation. It's like good energy. It's like emotions are in movement over here. It's like amplified energy. So it makes me feel as if like there's something that is being worked upon from the internal compass, the intuition, in correspondence with the heart, which means some sort of clearing up, which was previously a resistance or a comfort zone to, I don't know, having this sweet, sweet experience with you, right? I'm gonna take this card in the reverse, the 9 of Cups in reverse. So now this comes in the reverse, and I see the 8 of Cups bottom of the deck with the 6 of Pentacles. So maybe this person was trying to fulfill themselves by talking to people here and there. I feel like that's what I'm hearing. I keep feeling that this may be a man. It doesn't have to be. If this is a woman, just reverse the roles. But they're kind of talking to me. Like there's a time that comes in a man's life where he realizes he needs one constant partner. He needs to invest more. His biology is speaking to him that he's kind of getting ready to have a family. And if not to that extent, it just means he wants to he wants to put his strengths, he wants to employ his resources, in the sense like he wants to, I just feel like he wants to build a family. Like I tried to mellow it down, but I can't. It's just almost what I hear. Like this person wanting to take care of someone, this person feeling like manly, you know. And if this is a woman, she's feeling feminine. She wants to take care of a man. She wants to, you know, this is gender non-specific, but just talking about energies. It's like a woman, just, you know, feminine energy is like, what do you call it? Multiplier. You give her a house, she makes it a home. You give her, you know, a seed, she makes it into a baby. So that's what I'm picking up over here. Whereas men are very good at building and conquering. There's somewhere where this person feels like, you know, there's this, I got a car and there's my passenger seat that's kind of empty, and I want to fill it up, and I want to fill it up with someone worthwhile. That's what I'm feeling. It's like this person may be feeling like, okay, you know, I feel like I'm ready to take things to the next level, but there's just that scare where it's like it's a hiccup. Okay, I'm not gonna over explain the feeling. I think you get the gist of it, right? The Lovers and the Six of Wands in reverse. I think that maybe there's a little bit of fear because, you know, like, what if you reject them? What if this doesn't work out? I think that this, I'm hearing uniqueness. This person thinks that you're quite unique and they're not the only one that must be having their eyes on you. It's kind of like their intuition tells them that, you know, you are also slightly interested in them. I say the word slightly because that's what I'm hearing. And this person feels definitely guided towards you. I also hear that this person really likes your accent. If they've heard your voice, the Lovers is Gemini. They see this uniqueness, they see this stability within you, but they also see this, I don't know, I'm hearing like a Gen Z kind of vibe. So maybe you're quite savvy, sassy. Oh, that's probably tech savvy then. It's like you're, well, you don't look like you're quite stable, but they know that you're stable. Does that make sense? It's like two sides of a coin over here. That's why there's Gemini. There's something quite like a duality to you that they see. So I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages from a self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or messages from me, information is given down below. I'm hearing a song in my head. I'm gonna put that in the description box. It is actually a Bollywood song, so you may want to look for the lyrics of it if you're too keen on understanding it, because it's a nice song. It's been trending. I'm scared of your reaction. I don't think I can come close. You're blocking me energetically. I was conditioned to have unhealthy notions of what relationships might be. So I think these cards are giving us a little bit insight into what lies in those deep dark corners and cobwebs of what may be holding this person back subconsciously. I regret pushing you away. I don't intend to self-sabotage. Feel safer in silence. So I feel like majorly the emphasis is on it feels safer in silence. Maybe there's a reason in accumulation to all of this that this person is not reaching out to you, making that move. You're the only one that scares me. You're the only one that I truly love. I think this person is catching feelings for you. Especially for someone who has been emotionally detached and checked out. It can feel a little bit scary, right? So first I have to heal and forgive my parents. I'm trying to make decisions in my life that help me commit better to you. So I think that that's that movement towards healthier choices in life. Every song reminds me of you. It's like you're talking to me. I think you should listen to the song I do put in the description box. When my fears take over, I freeze in the moment and I'm contemplating my next move towards you. Okay, so pile number 2, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello pile number 3. If you chose the pink opal and the tarot deck, this is going to be your reading. What are your person's secret thoughts about you? I have a few pre-shuffled cards. I'm gonna use the archetype child, orphan, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of survival. So I see a sense of admiration in this person when they look at you. I think this person is unaware of how much do they look up to you. I think this person is not aware of how much inspiration they seek and gain from you. I'm going to take this card in the reverse. We have grace. So grace, I think, in correlation with the cards that we have over here, especially about conquering fear of survival. It talks about ebb and flow. If you know, I had the grace card upright, which still is somewhat of the similar tone. You know, it's like the same message. Grace says, the frequency of grace supports our smooth adaptation and anticipation of life's currents and changes as we evolve to a higher version of ourselves on this earthly plane, bridging the divine with the human essence. So this means that we're talking about the ebb and flow of life, relationships, intrapersonal and interpersonal. So it means that our relationship with ourselves and our relationship with other people often goes through a lot of changes as we grow and evolve, right? And I think that maybe this person is not I don't think this is something that they would tell, in fact, anybody, or especially a suitor of any sort. Like, they wouldn't tell a romantic person that they haven't had the best guidance or understanding of what they need to do in terms to grow, in terms of growing in life. And I think this person, of course, everything happens and is starting the starting point, initiation always happens from the kind of childhood you've had. So something is definitely coming down to their childhood over here, where this person, I feel like one of the main things this person may be realizing or going through, because I don't feel that pile number three, your pile, has a lot about what this person would like to say, rather than a lot of maybe that comes from this person's higher self about what may be going on in their life. Because there's a lot that this person is transmuting and they're not maybe aware of it, because there's a lot of angelic support and some sort of dharma playing out, as if like they really had to go through this right now. And big since this was, excuse me, written for them to go through, this means that there's healing happening in their dream state as well. So this is a lot that they're transmuting on a subconscious level, a lot of things that their body is purging, that they're not mentally encapsulating as of now. They're not completely understanding what kind of situation they are in, why is it happening, because since they're the ones that going through that is going through this. Oh, I feel so much difficulty in saying words in this reading. There probably is something about speech, or maybe because I think this person is um still attached to a very strong part of traumatized identity that they've created for themselves. I think that they maybe their throat chakra is not that open, because I think that they still relate with what has happened to them as who they are, and that happens to all of us. So it just, I think that it's safe to say this person is either very deep into a wound, or this person um is a little new to their self-love, quote unquote, journey, basically. So I think that this person, there's two things, okay? That's why I said, like, either they're very deep into a wound and they're on an autopilot mode till the time they don't understand how to completely heal this or how to navigate their way around this person will keep behaving in, again, in autopilot mode. Or it could be that they're just embarking upon their self-love journey, their healing journey. So there, I think this person's behavior screams conditioning as of now. I think this person is operating a lot out of tactics, strategic movements and plans, overthinking, analysis paralysis. I think overthinking is this person's like wet blanket. I think this person hates it but does it a lot. It's like, that one childhood blanket. That's what I'm picking up. It's like a comfort zone for this person to think about the worst scenarios, the best scenarios as well, I think, in correlation with you. But it also reduces down to the fact that this person stays up in their head and don't allow themselves to come down to their body. It's like, try to see these things as two things, right? And then there's the soul. So this person remains in their head because it gives them an illusion of control, right? So that illusionary control helps them not to feel the fears that may reside in the body, that plague them, that plague their actions towards things, going after things in life, going after their dreams, going after people that they desire, going after the love that they think they deserve or they want for themselves. It's like this person fears reaching a specific height in life, is what I am picking up over here. Whereas from spirit, I hear that, this is quite momentary. I think that this person will come out of it. But this person feels very sorry for themselves. It's like they're pitying themselves. They're like, oh, this happened to me. Oh, poor me, I'm gonna take this card upright. Thank you, Spirit. We have transformation. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through the times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. This is a part of grace. This is this person struggling with letting go of whatever needs to be let go, because this person certainly wants to grow. But then there's the catch, right? There's always a catch in life, almost always. Well, let's put it that way. And I think that this person wanting the transformation means they have to let go of the egoic personality. It's like, when it's not even when, it's like it's a fact of life. Whatever you're gonna make a personality out of it. So if it's mainly pain, harshness, darkness, or just rough environments, your personality is going to become a little bit stone cold. You're not going to allow that softness to flourish all the time. You know how to protect it. So because this person may have not known how to protect it, they may have felt taken advantage of, or violated. I think this person developed a strong exterior, right? And somewhere when we develop that, somewhere we kind of it takes over who we really are. So we kind of forget, or we have to really dig deep to bring out that softness again. So I feel like mainly this has happened for this person during their teenage years. So I think that maybe it could be poor influence around, it could be sibling rivalry, it could be family parents marriage adding to it. But I think mainly what had happened at their home was just fueling environments outside of the house, basically the friend group, and a lot of, I think, poor influences, and all of us go through that because we're immature, right? So I think this person may be going through a phase of decluttering and clearing out right now. It's like it's a big clearing out. It's like a garage sale. You keep all the things that you really love in the garage, and you're like, one day I'll use them, one day I'll probably need them, I'll need them, until you reach a point where there's something that just provokes you. It's unexpected. You never really go and do the big type of cleaning just because you're like, there's so much fun. Like for some people, yeah, definitely it's fun, to do cleaning here and there. But when there's that big old pile you just don't like to look at, it's like suddenly it just dawns upon you, and you're like, okay, this is happening, I'm here. So for your person, it's also just happening. That's what I said. It's a part of their dharma. They're having to go through this. They have no option whatsoever because they have to change. Everybody, it's like in life there's only two options: evolve or repeat. And at this point, I don't think this person has the option of repeating it because something has changed. It's very funny. We have 24 and then 42. These are mirroring numbers. So I don't think you guys are seeing eye to eye with each other at this point. Whatever it is, there's some sort of differentiation. There's some sort of ego battle. There's some sort of not being on the same page. Maybe you guys broke up. I feel like this was somebody that you were closely related to. And there's a reason why guys are being separated from each other, because it's not safe. It's not safe because you're also in a transitional phase. And there's a huge chance that because you're so deep into the triggers, there's a reason why you're being kept away. Because I think that when you come close to this person, or they do, it's like it's too much. The heat is too much. So it's possible that you get triggered to an extent. You may do things you can't take back, and it's not just on this person, it's also on you. So it's just some sort of like precautionary situation created by this is like for safety. Better to be safe than sorry. That's what I'm hearing. So it's almost like you may not know how you may also contribute to the situation, how you may also add to the situation. But there's something about this where I think that you're being taught how to manage this, and yourself and your survival mode instincts, your survival mode reflexes, how you behave, your triggers, how they make you react. And same it is for your person. Somewhat the way that you behave right now is getting trance energy. I don't know if you can pick up on that, but my voice, it's getting a little bit weird. It's you have some throat chakra opening up happening over here, and for that to happen you have to connect with your third eye as of now. for you to see through the illusion. So I think that that's what I was saying. There's some sort of like trance energy over here, that you're able to really observe yourself from a third person perspective. And I think that in terms of psychology, it's very interesting, because some people call it disassociation, which may be a different concept. But I think over here there's some sort of stationary movement that is still being observed. It's almost like you're able to observe how your body and your conditioned mind is reacting to these unprocessed feelings, you know what I mean, and you're behaving in that manner, but you're still able to observe it. Like there's two parts of you, one which is immature and is just acting out in a humanly manner, out of pain, aggression, rebellion. And I think that there's another part of you which is soothing itself, which is like calm, which is like, okay, well, I can see what I am doing and I wonder why, and then you're putting dots together. So I think this is also your person's energy, where your person may be telling you that they're having a little bit of supernatural awakening. They're having some sort of, like, okay, you may want to call it, spiritual awakening, but maybe this person has not been through something like this before, so they're kind of like experiencing themselves as another person. So they're seeing themselves as another person, or they're just trying to, they have their brain, that they've reached a level of consciousness. They're accessing consciousness. So accessing consciousness means you're able to observe things you weren't able to observe before about yourself. So now today's date, you're able to see. Yeah, I feel a little bit of like goosebumps. So it means that at this point, whoever your person is, it's almost like your person is able to see their behavior before they act upon it. So there's a little bit of like, well, using their strategic moments for good, like for themselves, saving themselves from acting out in different manners. And it's not a guaranteed process that they're not going to slip just because they've noticed it. Like, how many times do we do that? But it's almost like this person is at least able to see. I keep hearing the word precaution. Precaution is the main thing over here. So they're bringing me back to the archetype card, which says shadow attributes, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So this talks about exactly what I said, and I had not read that by far. So this is like when somebody says, so this is almost like when I said that, this person had maybe poor influence outside home, and whatever happened at home, it makes children prone to find, as given over here, surrogate families, because they're not getting the love, appreciation, warmth, and belongingness, a feeling of belongingness at their primary environment, right, which is home. And I think this person may have not had an environment where children were prioritized, or their emotions were prioritized. So maybe if they had parents or a very hot-heated environment, whether it was not their parents and just their family and other people and other factors around, it's like maybe the emotional unavailability or the space that they were not given is just a way of internalizing in today's time, where we grow up to be young adults or mature adults that don't understand that we can voice out what makes us feel good or bad, So it's almost like when there's no space for children to express how they feel, it's always about the adults, It makes the child feel like their feelings don't matter, their needs don't matter, their wants don't matter. And I feel a little bit that this may resonate with you as well, because you may be going through a phase of peeling off the layers behind and watching and observing and looking deep inside, seeking understanding of yourself. And I think that in this part, it could be about where people pleasing begins. See, people pleasing comes in various forms, and we all people please at different point of times in our lives, some majorly than others and some a little bit less, but humans kind of do have a prototype of people pleasing, right? So I think that people pleasing, in the sense, which is the biggest form, is like not being able to say no, because you're scared there's going to be a conflict. And it's not because you don't want to fight, or you fear fighting, and that could be a good point. But it's also like confrontation. Often when children are denied their emotional space, it's almost met with a lot of gaslighting, which people don't even realize. And not at all to take it to the extent of a psychoanalysis or using certain terminologies, but I'm just using these words to reduce it down to a level of understanding. It's almost like when you tell someone that, you know, this is how I feel and you've been acting a little bit like this, and they're like, no, I haven't been. It kind of makes a child rethink himself, and he tries to rationalize his own behavior and mellow it down in terms of making the other person feel comfortable, no matter who it is. So that child keeps coming out. So now it could be that this person has had stunted emotional maturity because of the fact that they are not able to voice out what they really need. And it could be that maybe there are moments with you that this person has not been able to say, like, this is my boundary, you know. For example, and this may be a little bit difficult for you to hear, if you are an anxious person, and all of us have somewhat been anxious at one point of a time, on one point of time in our lives, because we keep changing our attachment styles according to the person in front of us. So if you have met with an avoidant and you are usually pretty anxious, and you do have codependency, you're kind of like, I need to talk to them, I want them to be around me all the time. So it's almost going to make you feel as if like that person is never doing enough, because you're so unsettled with your own alone time. You feel very lonely. You can't have quiet time with yourself. It's difficult to be by yourself. No matter how much that person does, it will never be enough for you. And I think that, and it's a hypothetical situation, okay? So it almost makes me feel as if you may have pushed certain boundaries of this person, and they may have not been able to say that, you know, this is my limit. Now, I am not going into the specifics of it. I am just giving an example. This may or may not be true for you, okay? So I think that there may have been certain boundaries pushed, or it could be not with you, and it does bleed into your situation with this person, because this person is irritated. This person feels their boundaries feel violated, and they feel like other people have stepped. So, you know, if that irritation, and you know the feeling I'm talking about, if somebody feels violated, they start feeling anger. And children like these, when they have people pleasing tendencies, also have an unhealthy relationship with anger, because they feel like anger is a bad emotion. They've seen too many bad examples of anger. They think that, oh, my parent used to have like raging fits, and I just don't want to have that. It just means that their parent was highly emotionally dysregulated, and they didn't know how to express their emotions. So this child also learns how to not express it when they feel uncomfortable at little times, and then it piles up, and then they suddenly burst in other places. So it could have added up in your relationship, where there's always like power dynamics in relationships, especially when there's struggling personalities, like people that struggle with, of course, you know, executing and keeping and almost like forting down their boundaries. Boundaries are not created for other people, they're created for ourselves, with ourselves and other people. So it's almost like if you are someone that gets too clingy with other people, and you know that it's not good for you, you put that boundary on yourself, and you're like, okay, I've called them maybe twice or thrice, they may be really busy, I need to put a lockdown on that. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop pissing off another person in that sense. You know, no matter what reason they're not picking up your call, it's almost like a little bit of going overboard with that, right? And these things happen with people that behave in an avoidant style as well. They're as codependent as the anxious one, right? One or the other just behaves in a different manner. So I think that this person maybe someone, you know, because I think that there's so much psychoanalysis that I just had channeled over here. I think that it severely talks about things that are not even related to you. Pile number 3, I think that this situation is not even related to you, what this person is going through. I think that's why it came in as a guidance from their higher self that you need to understand, and perhaps a little bit of clues for your own personal journey with this person, right? I'm gonna take this card in reverse. Joan of Arc, voice of truth. I said that. Thank you so much, Spirit. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. It's like being gaslighted or being punished for telling your parents somewhere, correcting them. You know, parents are not always right, and they're also human because they're not perfect role models, right? So I think that in this sense, it has created fear in this person to say something to you, or maybe tell and execute their boundaries in other areas of life, if it's not just with you or even about you. I think that a lot of what this person would tell you is that maybe they're distracted because they're pissed off by some other external factor. They're pissed off by how they feel taken advantage of in other areas of their life, maybe in their career, maybe they have a toxic work environment, maybe they're struggling with a parental figure, because I feel like there's somewhere where this person gives away their power, and they're learning to deal with that over here. I don't think it's majorly about you. I think it's a lot about the way that this person behaves with other people. So I'm going to pull out a few cards to see how this person feels about you. The Two of Pentacles, the Sun, Six of Swords, that's Leo energy, the Knight of Swords. Well, this person has a lot on their mind, not gonna lie. Six of Pentacles. I think this person is balancing a lot. And the Emperor, Aries energy. We're trying to figure out what makes us comfortable in life. I think that this person is trying to figure out, this person is not very keen on you. I'm gonna be very honest. This person is, either they have other options, or this person has a very hectic situation, pre-existing situation in their life that takes away a lot of their attention from you. Now, you may really know that. I feel that in my bones that you have had fights with this person about the situation. You have had arguments with this person about the situation. There's something that is quite a big, a thing that creates like a big conflict. It's something that is also a little bit out of your hands. You're not able to solve it. And I think that despite all of those challenges, there's a very deep connection between the both of you, that this person also recognizes, feels it, lives it, but can't give to it because they are actively prioritizing some other situation that feels like a business or a career. I think secondly, this person is scared of you because they do certain things that they know that you don't like, but they can't help themselves. They're scared of the fact that, you know, whenever they slip, and they keep doing it again and again, and they're aware of it, okay? That's why I was giving examples, and I was not trying to be very, very affirmative about the fact that I know what is happening. I was just being hypothetical over here. But I think that this person is aware of the things that repeat in a pattern. They keep doing it. They tell you they won't, but they keep doing it, no matter how small or big it is. I'm going to pull out a few channel messages from my self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. We have, there's something so special about you, I can't put my finger on it. It scares me that you can see it right through me. I need to come correct in your direction. I told you this a little bit, like they're a little bit scared, you know, because I think that, you know, I'm going to be very honest. It's almost like they know that they do things that piss you off. And it's not because they purposely like to hurt you. I don't know why I need to say this. But they can't help themselves, because this is what you need. If you haven't understood that completely, you need to watch this reading again, because that's when it'll come. You'll understand this completely. Some days I really enjoy overdoing it with you. I enjoy being damp in love. So it's almost like this person really loves. I think that whenever this person tells you how much they love you, how much, you know, they adore you, those things are really true. They come from their heart. But, you know, their behavior is very exceptional to that. I should say it more often. I love you. I said that, right? Thank you, Spirit. I feel very protective of you. I'm going through many changes right now. I don't know what to say to you. I was blinded by my own pain. I see you for who you are. Okay? So, pile number 3, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more. Hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the Rainbow Moonstone bracelet and the Love Messages Oracle deck, this is going to be your reading about what are your person's secret thoughts and feelings about you. I feel like this person is holding back. This person is, I don't think it's like willingly. I think this person, I feel like they're holding back communication. I think this person may be looking for something new. If you have history with them, or there's like some sort of like unfinished business, kind of something that you relate with it as being unfinished business. This person like tries to move on, or I think it's not even, yeah, I think that in a way I would say that they're trying to move on. But they're like, they keep coming back to you. I don't think that they're very decisive about you, if I'm going to be very honest. So it really depends upon what kind of role or designation they really have in your life, you know, who they have been to you and who you have been to them. Because I think that there's ambiguity in this pile, because it could be that, you know, this person is your ex, it could be that this is just a crush, it could be that this is just somebody that you admire, you know, there could be a number of things that I pick up over here. And that's why there's a little bit of ambiguity that I'm going to tell you that there might be ambiguity in terms of the messages that you get. So you have to be really, really kind of like, I feel like the recommendation is to be a little bit more calm. If you're in a busy environment, it's like you may find this reading a little bit more helpful if you listen to it with a calmer mind and a little bit of quieter environment, so that your intuition can speak to you when you're receiving the messages, because it would serve the purpose of this reading better if you take the messages that resonate with you, right? I'm going to take these, I have a few pre-shuffle cards. I'm going to take this card in the reverse, is what I feel. Balance. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. So this person, I feel like with balance, I'm getting the words relationship, a meaningful relationship. Maybe this person went through an ego sublimation phase. And I'm hearing back to basic. So it could be that this person was more into casual relationships. I think that the holding back component of your story with this person comes in when this person knows and sees themselves wanting, I really get the word requiring, a meaningful relationship with you. It could be that they can't seem to place you in some sort of a casual affair. I think that's where this connection becomes difficult for this person. I don't even feel like it's difficult. It's more like I keep getting the word contemplation. You know what I mean? It's like I'm hearing like worthwhile. So this person sees you as someone that's worthwhile. Eight of Cups in reverse because they can't move on. You have a hold on this person. They have desire for you. Um, Initially, it's kind of important to feel attraction to another person. I think that attraction is not a bad thing. It's very important. It's a very important component of a relationship. You should be feeling attracted to the person you're looking to be with in a long-term relationship. Other aspects of, the relationship are as important as having attraction with that person, because um, I just feel like your person should feel appreciated and desired by you, right? So I think that this person does feel quite attracted to you, and there's desire, there's a hold over here, which I think is a good thing. It probably signifies having some sort of a spiritual denominator to the situation. You both probably feel a draw towards each other. So I think that the way the way I'm talking and breaking down, it makes me feel as if this person is quite practical at hand. um, they're thinking about things, they're trying to break it down. So this seems something that um, they're using a lot of their masculine energy to analyze this situation. I think this person may be someone that fears sitting in their feminine energy or going along with what their emotions tell them. So there could be distrust in the sense as emotions have led me down a bad path, or they have gotten me into tricky situations or situations I don't like, with especially manipulative women is what I'm hearing. So it could be that maybe their female friendships have been a little bit difficult, or the relationship with women have been difficult. Now we have the Nine of Cups, which really tells me this person's admiration for you. This tells me that what they're not telling you, I feel like this might be strictly no contact, of course, because they're holding back communication. Otherwise, definitely there's ambiguity as given before. Well, I think that they think you're quite bougie, man or a woman, gender non-specific. I think this person thinks that it's not high maintenance, but it's like this person looks like they know their worth. They're not one to be played with, or I feel like I'm trying to use different words to deliver the same message that comes through, because I'm looking for newness. That's the energy that I'm picking up over here. It's almost like maybe this person is just like same people but different font. So maybe you replicate some sort of pattern within them, and this person also replicates some sort of pattern within you. However, from spirit, I'm hearing it's not as bad as you think it is with this person. I don't know what kind of assumptions you have or what kind of story is playing out over here. I think this person is someone that has had a difficult past in relationships for sure, with the kind of energies that I'm picking up over here. And I think this person may be someone that is very stagnant in their approach towards relationships generally, or maybe they're quite hyper fixated upon their work, or they do have good friendships is what I'm hearing, and they tend to prioritize those more over relationships, maybe because they feel like friends would stick longer than their relationships do, so they tend to prioritize that. But I think that there's a little bit of imbalance in this person's life in terms of romantic relationships, and it could point out to the fact that this person maybe fears investing in another person, because simply Seven of Pentacles talks about investment and Nine of Cups talks about investing in emotional happiness. And with the Eight of Cups, this can definitely talk about, in accumulation with the cards that we have, is because the first card is the Eight of Cups and Spirit gave us a balance. This could talk about that this person doesn't really, their approach may not be right in terms of relationships. We have the Fool, Gemini, Virgo, and the World. So this person is repeating a cycle maybe in their life. I think this person may not be completely aware of why do they do the things they do, basically. So I'm going to take this card. I'm going to use the shadow attribute first. Mentor. Inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false destruction. I think this person underestimates their ability and their wisdom. I think this person is very well capable of making better decisions. I think this person just carries enormous, is the word I'm hearing, enormous amount of, wow, I heard the word discoloration. It's like they don't believe their own ability to make themselves happy. This person fears, I think this person has made bad choices out of emotions and trauma. Maybe their trauma used to drive them and they used to think that this is the right person, or this is the person I'm supposed to be with, this is the person I should be with. And I think that all of us have been there where we kind of make very questionable choices. So I think this person is holding that against themselves. It's almost like there's a thought pattern in their head that I don't know who's the right person for me. I don't know what's the right choice for me. So I think that if I had to say something over here is that for you, pile number 4, I think you shouldn't take their behavior personally, because this reflects some sort of perceived dysfunctionality. It's like this person is not able to get past the mistakes that they've made, and if they had not made those mistakes, they wouldn't know the difference between right and wrong. So somewhere this person may have unrealistic expectations of their own human experience in life. And if I had to just break down in layman terms, like this person just can't forgive themselves for being wrong in the past. That's what they don't tell you. So I think that they're unwillingly holding you back because there's a subconscious pattern that tells them you make bad choices, especially in terms of love. You make bad choices, you don't know what's good for you. So maybe this person is closer to a mother figure or a sister. I specifically pick up on an elder sister. It's like this person looks up to those people, that they're safe haven. This person looks up to those people to guide them. This could also relate to female friendships, but something that's definitely platonic, okay? Something that seems pretty healthy, that this person looks up to them because they don't know how to completely navigate their own life in the romantic area. Now, that's not necessarily bad, I'm not sure why I need to insert this message, but it's like you can't pinpoint everything as a red flag. Or every person has red flags, including you and I, and we're all a little unknown to some things in life and we need help. So I think that maybe you can pick up a little bit of distrust in this person, especially if you're a woman. Your female instinct tells you a little bit like, the foundations within this person are somewhat wobbly. Because they're not able to trust their leadership, and that really reflects in the way a woman perceives a man, if this is a man. Yeah, and I think if this is not a man for you, this is a woman and you're watching this for a woman or a feminine energy, the same message applies. This person is not able to trust their ability to create the life that they want and simultaneously attract the right person for themselves. It's not always that you need to be perfect so that you can be in a relationship, right? That's something that I also personally struggle with. I'm not gonna lie. That's why this person's inability to, it says inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master. It's like this person is not able to take maybe accountability and leadership for what has happened in their past. It's like somewhat this person may be allotting or blaming their choices on other factors, external factors in their life in terms of relationship choices. I really feel that, because I don't necessarily think they're hung up on a person. I think that it's pretty self-explanatory, that this person is hung up on what had happened to them in the past. Somewhat they are attached to it. I think that it's not so and so that, this person doesn't want to, or is not looking at their baggage. I think this person may not realize how deeply it has affected them, because there's a very strong subconscious component. And I think that they keep referring it to a previous ego sublimation phase or an ego death that they went through, which may have brought them till here. So it's somewhere where this person is guiding themselves through this situation, okay? um and that's what spirit keeps telling me. There may be a little bit of spiritual superiority in you that makes you think that other people around you, because they don't look very spiritual on face value, at face value, you may be undermining other people, or especially this person's ability to navigate through their own life, right? So I think that you can give this person the benefit of the doubt that they're doing the best that they can with understanding and navigating their situation, their connection, their relativity with you. You know, they are relating to you as someone that they feel desire for. They feel a hold. I feel like that's the strong word, a strong word. Excuse me. That's the strong word that I'm getting. Keyword that, you know, they have a they feel like you have a hold on them, and I think that it's I think that it is reciprocated over here. I feel a little bit hesitant, because, you know, this person's energy is a little bit of uncertainty, or they're not very sure of themselves, is what I am picking up. They kind of get a little bit hesitant. They cross question themselves, you know. They arrive to conclusion within themselves, and then they cross question, no, what if it's that? Because this person, it's just distrust, okay? I think there is distrust over here in terms of what am I thinking? Is that the right thing I'm thinking? So I think this person is trying to connect with their intuition. I feel like this person really wants to communicate to you. They want to begin at least talking to you. I think that is over there. Yeah, I think they at least want to start talking to you, explore the situation, explore you as a person, get to know what kind of a person you are. Because um you know, really a fun fact that I'm picking up, as much as you think of yourself as spiritually very strong and mature and wise, it is also something that this person perceives you to be. They do see that quality within you, and I think that there may be a little bit of intimidation, not in the sense that they think they can't handle it, but just that questioning the choice, like, should I dip my toes in this water? Should I take this opportunity at hand? Because there's so many people that we come across, there's so many people that approach us, or we approach, right? It ultimately sums down to this question, like, what kind of choices we're making. Do we take that opportunity in front of us or not? You know, that's the situation that I'm picking up. It's like all about choices over here. I'm gonna use this deck. I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages. Okay, this one was very quick to fall. Okay, Spirit's telling me not to take that, so maybe that card fell for a reason. So you make me feel things I have never felt before. That's the hold. Thank you, Spirit. You're perfect for me. Somewhere I think that there's strong idealization. I think especially with this picture depiction over here, with the way that this man is kind of, I feel like, protecting this woman, looking at her. I feel like this person admires your inner beauty. There's something quite um you're very your self expression is very strong. They think that you're figured out somewhat who you are, and you're very good at showing it. um I think this person may be intimidated by that as well, but I don't think it's a big reason why. I don't sense lack of confidence in terms of approaching you. I think there's hesitation in terms of deciding if this is the right choice. That's two different things, right? I don't think that they're intimidated, so to speak, by the thought of approaching just you. Although it does make me question if they see you as someone that's quite serious or someone that would shun them away. If they sound, they seem wobbly. That's what I mean. I think this person fears your attraction or your desire, that it may die down, it may die out, however that goes. It's like it may die for them. Simply because of the candles, they just keep dimming and then they just blow out. I feel like I can't ignore that. I think that there is a little bit of insecurity in terms of maybe their own attractiveness. I've told my friends about it. So I think maybe this person is asking their mutual friends or somebody, trying to get information out about you. I think they're trying to get acquainted with who you are, what you do, what you're like. And if there's an existing connection, I think they're just trying to get information about if you're seeing someone, are you still talking to the people you used to talk to? There's some sort of like, they want to know before they make decisions or they approach you. Because I feel that pile number 4, there's a huge possibility this person is just anticipating the worst before they talk to you. I think so. I'm gonna pull out a few more cards. We have the Lovers. A few other cards fell out again. That's why I'm a little bit slow in this reading. We have the Three of Pentacles. I want to take this in the upright. I'm going to take this in reverse. Five of Wands. Oh, that's very interesting. I think this person is sorting themselves out. We have the Eight of Swords. I told you this energy exists over here with the King of Swords. And thank you, Spirit. They're thinking very practically about it. That's why they're not able to understand what their intuition is telling them. I think you have an ongoing contract with this person. I think you're meant to discover some things about yourself through the reflection of each other. If I'm being very, very honest about this, I think you're meant to work with each other. I'm not sure for how long or for forever. There's something I can never tell you through a general reading. I think that this person, Gemini energy, again, we have the Fool over there, Five of Wands in the reverse. They're trying to sort themselves out. They do want to work with you. They want to make, I think this person is doing some sort of inner work. This is a very progressive person. And I think that because you're not able to see their spirituality or the sense of self, you kind of underestimate this person's ability to move past whatever they're facing. Because of the Eight of Swords. Because this person is going through something. Not very, very major, okay, but it is quite impactful. It is impactful enough to stop them from approaching you, right? So I think that there is strong attraction over here. And they're very appealed by your femininity. I just feel like I'm making an assumption that this is like you're a woman and this is a man you're watching it for. That's just how the energies are playing out. It doesn't have to be. It could be just energies. It can be gender non-specific. I'm going to take this card upright. Wow, we have balance twice. So balance is upright over here. Now, I think that what this person may want to deliver to you in a very sneaky way is that they're balancing themselves out. And I think that's pre-established over here. I don't think they're quite, the chatty type. They're not going to tell you everything. Maybe you don't have that much intimacy with this person or a bond for them to just blot out everything they're going through. But I think if we're talking about their secret feelings, we're being a little bit snoopy about it. I think they would tell you deep down that they're trying to sort themselves out for you. That's a very sweet thing. But I think that it's dedication to self. I think they recognize your value. They appreciate you. And it's just the universal rule, because you recognize your own value, so you're kind of leveling up with someone that does see your value as well. That's why they're a little bit, like, well, I don't want to mess up my image in front of this person necessarily. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make a fool out of myself. So I think you make this person prone to think a lot. We have the strength in reverse. I'm going to take this card upright. Four of Pentacles. Again, this talks about insecurity. And we have Ace of Swords. And then we have the Two of Wands. I'm telling you, there's communication coming in the future. It's very much possible. Now, see, I think that maybe if you've been watching a lot of tarot readings, I do want to share something about tarot. It predicts, or it talks what persists in the present. It can give you some future predictions, but energies keep changing. So if something changes, because things do change every moment, it is possible that you're picking up on readings right now which tell you this person will communicate to you. And it is possible that later on it doesn't happen. And I know that can make you feel like, well, this all is bullshit then. I mean, that is the hack of it. I'm going to be very honest. That is how tarot works. I can tell you what happens. I can tell you what is happening in the present moment. You're connecting with a pile right now, which can be 70 to 90% correct for you, because you're watching a general reading, and you have to be very realistic when you tune in with divination tools. Because something is guiding you both towards each other. It is helping you. I feel like this situation, if I'm going to be brutally honest, I think that this situation is teaching you how to relinquish control. And I'm not going to say that you shouldn't, like, have hopes of this person reaching out. You're still going to, because you have a connection, and no matter what anybody else says, you're going to desire what some desire is asking for. You can't, Teal Swan, she said that you can't heal yourself out of a desire, which is very true. Something you're meant to experience will happen. You can't personally, so to speak, like, do your self-improvement to stop desiring a part of life you're meant to, or you're craving to experience, to evolve in the person that you're meant to be. This is all a part of the process. Not to elongate my lecture, but I think that this is the present energy, where I think this person is dealing with a lot of contemplation. I think I'm going to be very honest. They're dealing with a lot of contemplation. They're dealing with the dilemma. What kind of choice should I make? And this person is very strong-minded. So if they do approach to you, they definitely do have some plans in their head. They definitely do have something that they're aiming for. Because masculine energy, and I do see healthy masculinity in this person. I do see a good part of it, that I see this person is utilizing to understand what kind of life they want to frame. So their plans may not be too far-fetched, and that is good. They should have a layout about what they want to do and who they want to be with. But I think in terms of you, this person is just mapping out things right now. This person is thinking about you. And I see nothing negative about that. That's just my opinion. It doesn't have to be yours. I'm gonna take this card upright. Authenticity. Okay, so I get a question. Authenticity is related to honesty, right? And if this person chose not to be completely honest with you about their feelings to protect their heart and their best interest, does that make them inauthentic? That's the question. It's like And that is a very open-ended question. Okay, I'm not going to interpret that because this is just subjective. So if you align with this reading, I would love to hear what my audience, especially pile number 4, thinks about this question. If this person chose to not be completely honest with you, to protect their own heart and their best interest, would that make them inauthentic? And think about that in a sense where you're in this person's place. Does that make them inauthentic, or does that make them authentic? So I think that I am so talkative that I was about to share my opinion. I think I will do that after I hear from you guys, because that would be a very good way to understand what you also think. Um, but I think this is a lot about choices, that I said that maybe this person is also thinking that should they hide this, or should they show their interest in you, should they make an approach to show you, like, well, how attractive do they find? Oh my god, this person finds you very attractive, and it's kind of like the giddy attractive, like you want to flirt with that person, you want to talk a little bit dirty here and there. It's just enticing. I think that's what this person is thinking about, and I think that the component of having a meaningful relationship with you makes it even more juicy for this person, makes it even more hotter for them. Like, this is fun. It gets them a little bit riled up, it gives them a little bit of little butterflies. It's not a bad thing to have a little bit of butterflies, in my opinion, right? So I have one last card. I'm gonna take this upright. Open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be hard. So this is, again, I think that with authenticity, this comes in. Okay, let me read what it says. The energy of authenticity supports our choice to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of our lives, with others and as well as ourselves. So I think the question does not just pertain to whether they're lying to you or not, but whether are they lying to themselves or not? Are they trying to um, downplay their interest and their feelings for you, right? So I'm gonna conclude your reading by using my self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages from your person. I'm scared if I let you in too much, you won't love me for who I am. So there could be shame for past mistakes, right? I feel like you would make a great parent. This person recognizes your value. I'm going through many changes right now. I don't know what to say to you. My inner child prevents me from fully accepting and receiving love. I'm going to take another deck. I don't prioritize my work over us. I try to escape from my feelings for you. I did talk about overworking. I consider you heavily in all that I do. That is, I feel like this is all confirmation for what I said. Thank you so much, Spirit. Your confidence often intimidates me. It gets me to a place of insecurity and defensiveness. And the last card that I have is, I worry that you will find someone else. Okay, so pile number 4, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do let me know down in the comments section how that resonated with you. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye.